The stage is set for Africa's biggest soccer showpiece, where 24 countries are meeting almost half of the continent. Will be in Cameroon at the delayed 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Unfortunately, it's a sad moment for Zambia. It's a very, very sad moment for Zambia because this is the third consecutive time that our Chipolopolo will never be at this biggest tournament in Africa, one of the most lucrative tournaments in the whole world. It is quite unfortunate that the Zambian people, the Zambian soccer fans, have been denied their birthright. Birthright in that it is non-negotiable to qualify to the Africa Cup of Nations. Zambia has in the past made it to the Africa Cup of Nations a record 17 times. We last were at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2015. And it was coming, obviously, at the backdrop of having made it to the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations in South Africa. And you remember 3 years before, we had won the Africa Cup of Nations. So what I'm trying to say is that Zambia has a better reputation than what we're trying to show the global world. And the best we can do is to try and hold those that are in charge of the football affairs of this country responsible for the mess we have found ourselves in. Our football has hit rock bottom. Our football must be extricated from the jaws of the doldrums. And I don't think Zambians are happy to be watching other countries participate in this edition. They accepted to watch Zambia being denied again a chance to be at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2017. In 2019, the Zambians accepted. But I don't think Zambians this time are ready to accept this sad state of affairs. It's a sad moment for Zambia because, like I've put it, we are respected. Our credentials are there for all to see. There's no single country on the continent of Africa that Zambia has never beaten. Nigeria, Cameroon, Algeria, Tunisia, name them. We've beaten all of them. We've been to the Africa Cup of Nations grand finale 3 times. Out of the 3, we have won it once. In 1974, we were at the Africa Cup of Nations grand finale. We lost to Zaire. In 1994, we were in the grand finale of the Africa Cup of Nations. This came at the backdrop of Zambia losing the entire KK11 squad. And in 2012, you saw what happened. Zambia built on that success to win the Africa Cup of Nations. Oh, the solutions to our problems do not lie in the recruitment of coaches. I think you've seen that the high turnover of coaches, since Mr. Andrew Kamanga led the executive committee took over in 2016, to be precise, on March 28th. They have recruited more than 6-7 coaches and nothing has changed. Nothing seems to work for Zambian football. So what is the solution to our problem? Is it in recruiting local or foreign coaches? The answer is no. The biggest solution in our football right now lies in those that are presiding over the affairs of football to own up and accept responsibility rather than blaming others for their failure. I say so because we have seen in the past that at every twist and turn, especially when Zambia recording bad results, they have blamed that on other people. Instead of saying bye, instead of accepting that they are responsible for the mess. So the solution lies in the man responsible for our game to resign. That is the solution. Otherwise, as we speak, we are told the Football Association of Zambia is in the process of recruiting a foreign coach. How many foreign coaches have we recruited? So far, we almost recruited Vaseline Jelusic. We brought in Sven Vandenbroek. We brought in Micho Sledovic, and nothing has worked. And I'm told we are now about to recruit the Croatian who was part of the Best on Championship led technical bench. And I don't want to give this the benefit of doubt because I know it's not going to work. The reason Zambian players can't perform on the pitch despite plying their trade in some of the biggest football leagues is because the playing environment is so toxic. And this has been caused by people who have divided. The statement which was issued or given to the international media by first spokesperson Eden Mungala is an unfortunate statement. It's ill-timed, a miscalculated statement, and what I would call, as a qualified diplomat myself, as a diplomatic blunder. Because football, like I said, is a matter of life and death. Football diplomacy is where countries use common interest promoted by football to deepen their bilateral relations, their multilateral relations. And you have seen in the past that the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has done what is called football diplomacy. Not long ago, when he was in the United States, at the United Nations General Assembly, he met on the sidelines of that important meeting the President of Austria. And some of the key issues that the two leaders discussed is the issue of football. That's part of football diplomacy. Not long ago again, when the President was in Glasgow, Scotland, he met Fashion Sakala, one of our ambassadors, one of our footballers that is, in Europe. And so many issues were discussed. So you realize that the President is taking football diplomacy seriously. Now, when we are making advances in trying to use football for our own diplomatic advantages, you have such careless statements flying around. It's quite unfortunate. We've seen tensions have escalated between and among countries as a result of failing to handle football diplomacy properly. Fans of opposing teams have fought, either on social media or physically. Currently, as we speak, we are being trolled. Who would wish for another country to be banned, for them to take advantage of such an unfortunate situation? In any case, fans should be in a better place to know and not mislead the unsuspecting members of the public by suggesting that Zimbabwe must be banned for us to be able to participate at the Africa Cup of Nations when we failed to work on the pitch. Zimbabwe worked for their qualification. They came and beat us at home. And we failed to do anything when we were in Harare. So for me, the person who issued such statement, Sidin Mungala, must apologize to the country and resign, because it is a PR blunder. Not only is it a PR blunder, it's also a diplomatic blunder, and people must be reprimanded for doing that.